Okay, so I'll try to do my best to give you a little sequence for at least like hip mobility. So to start, I'm not sure where you're at exactly, but to make it a bit tougher would be to just go a bit deeper into that exercise. So the first one, so you've probably done this one with yoga, right? So the kind of like your high lunge. If you want, you can start with the foot, so the knee up. Just have hands on either side. Then you can swap, go to both on one side, and then you can kind of just try and get your hips down closer towards the ground. And you can also just go in and out of that. Okay, so just trying to mobilize the hip. You might feel a bit more of a stretch in the glute back here, or you might feel it in the hip flexor a bit more. Then if you want to move into more of a, you could also do like a twist. Okay, so you can drop your knee on the ground, or you can keep it up on this one. Okay, so just doing a twist. So again, you can do that 10 times. Okay, so do 10 times either way if that feels comfortable. Again, if that's not too much, then you can just switch. Bring this knee closer, put something under the knee, and you can kind of do the same, right? So just going down, trying to get your body closer just to get that stretch in here. And then for the rotation, same thing. Okay, so with the knee down. Then you can move up, okay, going into the higher lunge stretch. You can do this one or the quad stretch that I gave you. For this one for mobility, so before doing your exercises, right? So you can go arms up if you want, and that tilt to the one side, okay? You could do a twist if you wanted, okay? So you could get a little sequence going, right? So if we're going one, and then you can go sideways, and you can go up and sideways, okay? So you can do those. For the back of the hip, okay? So this will stretch definitely your hip flexor. So for the back, you could do like a kind of a pigeon stretch and just go out to the side and then come back. So out to the side, come back. So you can do that 10 times. Again, we're just trying to warm up the hip, okay? So just trying to warm up that hip. After that, what you could do, so sitting on your on your behind, you can put one leg forward, one leg to the side, okay, and from here you can reach forward, so that'll stretch your hamstring, which also will help out with the hip. Okay, so just go in there, back and forth. If you want to add a bit of rotation, whatever feels good at this point, okay. This will also help do it on both sides because this will help this leg as well, if that's doing kind of a butterfly stretch, okay. From here, you can cross over that same leg. You can do the hug. You can do kind of like a, I don't know what this is called, but kind of a pretzel. Trying to get that hip on the ground. You can rotate a bit. You should feel a stretch in that glute, okay? So, right, so I had the legs straight here. I'm hugging, then I'm just bending that knee, okay? So my foot is behind my knee here, okay? And trying to stand up straight. You can just add some rotations in here, whatever feels comfortable. The last one, if you want to adventure into more of a, so this will do your external rotators of your hips, so that'll stretch those, okay? If we want to go, it'll stretch a bit of both, so internal rotators and external rotators. If we want to work a bit on the internal rotation, so an easy one to start with would be on your back, okay? And from here, you're going to let your knees drop in and drop in, okay? So you can do 10 per side. If that feels comfortable, you can slowly venture out to, you could do like that modified pigeon, okay? So right in what we're working on is actually the back leg, okay? Generally you do it, this is the modified pigeon, so you go this way for your full pigeon, but that's too hard for some people, so they bend the back leg. What I want to work this part on is to eventually get you to maybe having that leg forward, so we're getting a bit more of that internal rotation in here. But start here, okay? So we got one bent knee, and then again, you can just kind of lean towards different sides, okay? Just trying to see what it feels tight. So just trying to go into that motion, okay? We're just trying to get, like this is just to get a bit more range into your hip. Go with what's comfortable. If anything does not feel comfortable, then don't push it. This is just to warm you up before you do your exercises, okay? Which I will send you in a PDF. You'll probably stick with a few of the same ones, okay?